Hello and welcome, my name is Gur and I'm a visual effect artist, and I'm going to do this tutorial with my stereophonic voice. And you know why? Because today we're going to talk about transitions and how to make your life easier. So we've got 3 animations here that I made. The first thing we're going to do is just take the scissor tool and cut a little bit from here and here, and we're going to make them closer together. We've got some cool effects here we're going to check out. First of all, we're going to drop this transition in the center of these 2 videos, and we're going to see this nifty effect, right? We're going to punch up the motion blur. We can see we have a cool transition here. The wipe transitions are very usual for editing softwares, but the cool trick here is that you got the feather and you got the motion blur scale, and you can punch them up and get cool effects, Star Wars like. And next we're going to check out the motion folder. The motion folder is, I gotta say, one of the best I've seen in nonlinear editing softwares. And why is that? Because it gives us a cool transition. I don't know if you know this, guys, but there are several transition packs there, third plugins they call it. They cost a lot to get this kind of transition. The slide effect as well is very cool if you punch up the motion blur, and the split effect also very nice. You can add a border radius here, give it some kind of a border effect. Okay, the last thing I want to show you before we're going to the interesting stuff is that you can split up your effect. Either you put it in the left or the right side of your transition, and you can select 2 transitions in one effect. Here we got a nice wipe that is both push and slide transitions. So in order to make the cool stuff, we're going to open a composite shot, drag our footage there, just slide it, and we've got ourselves 3 shots. Now going back to the editor, erase everything, put the composite shot. Very simple, every 10 seconds we've got ourselves a change. Now we're going to make a transition here and here. Now we can just literally select any effect and make transition with it. Fluid distortion. Yeah, going to use the fluid distortion in order to make ourselves a nice effect. Now you can really choose anything here, but we're going to select this fluid distortion because it distorts the frame itself. We're going to make ourselves a nice keyframe. We have to press the circle here, and to see it when it comes to the blue color, just punch up the scale and get yourself a nice effect. Now this is important. Go back where you want your transition to start and just turn them off. Turn the values off, and turn the values also after the transition. Remember that these values have to be animated, so you have to check the circle here. Now let's see what is happening. Okay, we've got ourselves a transition. It doesn't matter if it looks awful, right? But it is in transition. If we want to check out the values, and in order to make this more cooler than it already is, right? Let ourselves press here the display timeline, and we're going to see the keyframes. Now in order to smooth the keyframes, we have to select them, and to press this thing here, this thingy smooths our timeline values. And in order to see the values, we have to select the display graph, and I'm going to see my change in the transition. Okay, I think I'm going to just change the fluid distortion values. I'm going to lower them because this is very high. So in order to go to the next keyframe, you just can't press it here. You must go to your bar where you have changed your values. Just select the value and press here. This is next keyframe and this is the previous keyframe. So we got only 3 keyframes. Now this is the easy part, right? You just scale your stuff here and you make keyframes wherever you want on the timeline and just change them to the right value you want. Okay? Now hopefully we're going to make a better effect with the light rays effect. Just going to drop it. Remember, go approximately. We're not going to make things here tight. We're just going to aim to approximately. Okay, so turn on your keyframes, make a large glow, rays. Okay, go back, turn them off, go back after the transition, cut, turn off. Okay, so we've got here a glow, and of course we can change our interpolation here to smooth. We're not going to get inside the graph because we don't have time. We're hardworking persons and we need the work done yesterday. So this is what we're going to get. Of course we've got a little jump here and we're going to change this and we're going just to make a white frame, full frame, and now you've got your transition. Now this technique here is very handy when you've got a lot of transitions and you've got a lot of work and you must hurry up. Okay, finally we're going to copy these keyframes and we're going to put it in our first cut. Now we don't have to use this timeline, we can use this, the main editors. Just going to paste it. Now remember, this is the cut point. Now the cut point is very important because we need the center keyframe here. And that's it. We've got ourselves a very fast transition. Again, very fast, very smooth, very quickly. That's most important. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, guys, boys and girls. Thank you very much. I'm Amit Angor, signing off. See you next time.